Hello everyone, it's Jeannie from Jeannie's In Any Case Journals. I've got some diaries here, or journals, to show you that I made for Christmas presents, and as it's way after Christmas, there'll be presents for the new year. They're going to be for fairly young people, so I'm going to just pop through one to give an example and then just show a little flip through each one. I hope you're having a good new year and everything is going well with you. I have 9 journals. I've made them for mostly great nieces, and I'd like to just show you how I made these. They've got a simple pamphlet stitch as a spine, and I used wax thread, and then I tied a little knot to make a bow. I wove the ribbon through and then tied a knot. Inside the cover is a piece of card, quite a light card so that they're a little bit bendy. I wanted them to be not soft but sort of not hard either. On the cover is made using muslin on the inside, covered by more coloured muslin that I'll show you in a few minutes. And when I was doing the inside, I also cut up some little bits of muslin to add a little variation. And it ended up making these shapes on the outside, and I rather liked them, so they ended up turning into little creatures. And my sewing machine has like a circle bit on it, and I did these little circles so that I made eyes. They're not any particular creature, they're just random creatures. So each one has a front and a back creature, and I hope that these young people give them names. I sewed on the cover, I've used batik on all of them except one, and there's a name for this and I can't think what it's called, but I thought the batiks were really pretty. I've gone over the creatures using a thread. All the threads that I have, or most of the threads, I obtained from Dale, the thread studio. On the outside of each cover I've put a border. I've also got lots of zigzags everywhere. All the bits have like some running stitch going around them. They're not meant to be perfect sewing. I couldn't do that anyway if I tried. I've got a new sewing machine and this was a good workout for it. Inside I have 5 signatures, and each signature is outlined with a download paper from various places, and I will put them below if I can't remember them, and if I do remember them. And then inside are some white pages for the young ones to draw in, write in, make a journal, however they like. So there's lots of papers. The inside cover, here's the creature that I made. I can't remember the first one I did. I'm trying to remember which one it was. And then with this one, I have gone around it in zigzag stitch and then put a little border around it. This was from, I can't remember. So each signature has a mixture of white pages and downloads, and I'll just very gently show you some. I'll be able to tell you where I got them from. Underneath, I'll put the references underneath. I think this was Making and Creating. This is one of Vectoria Designs. I think that's a Christmas one, but I can't remember. That's also Vectoria Designs, I think, from one of her many downloads I've got. So that was the first one, and this is a French papers design I bought quite a while ago. I'm not sure who made that. And there's my back creature, and there we go. So that's the first one. And I'll just go through them fairly gently. They're a bit raggedy, but I do like the spines. I was trying to do a bow, a weaving bow, and in the end I found the knot worked just as well. So that's one. This one. This one's quite soft. There's my creature, there's the spine, and various papers again. I'll just show you some of the beautiful papers. And when we get to the end, that's one of the first papers I ever downloaded, and I don't know where I got it from, so I'll have to have a look. And there's two creatures at the back. I rather enjoyed making the random shapes, the way that they just became these almost like under the ocean animals, and then the back. And I do love the threads. These are not normally my colours. I love the greens and purples, but I wanted a contrast, and because these are for sort of younger people, I thought, oh, I'll use bright colours. I go a bit for the dark, and that's that one. This is my dark one, and I shouldn't say dark one, I rather like this, but it's got different threads on the border. It's a bit more muted, a bit calmer. It's got this animal at the back that's diving down into wherever, and then the papers inside again. I'll just show you the inside of the covers, just to show you the different colours. I do love green and pink and reds together. The opposites are always gorgeous. This is quite an odd little character. It reminds me of someone from Victorian times. It's the spine and the back. A little bit like a seal going for a dive. And the inside cover. It's a bit hard to see that one. There you go. And the inside cover of that one, there's little eyes down here. That's a bit raggedy. I might neaten that one up a bit, cut some of the threads, and that's that one there. I really like the gold on the blue, and I decided on this, I don't know what colour that is, it's like almost a sage, beautiful colour. And the inside, and there's the back. That's the weird creature, that one. And there we go, some more papers. The papers I used, some of them are the same, the downloads, and I did random mixes of them. That one looks like it's upside down, Christmas tree. So that each journal is a little different. This one has two creatures on it. I did like this. I like all of them. I do enjoy making the journals, and I do like the creatures. These two are having a little snuggle. This thread was quite thick, and I had a little bit of trouble with it, but we got there in the end. And they're looking very raggedy inside. It's like, this is when we're really young and happy, and now we're just, we're still going. And it's hard to tell there, but the two creatures are there. Here's one of my favourites. I love this one because the way this little creature reminds me of my puppy, who is no longer with me, and she used to lean up and say, I want your attention, and so I'd give her my attention. And beautiful bright colours. I thought because the cover was dark and we had some pinks and icy blues, I'd put this hot pink on the back. And there's some extra thread hanging on. And that's sort of like when the seals are having a big sleep. Inside cover. And the back. So, this one went a little bit mad. Got some threads to cut off there. There's the spine. And the back's interesting. I don't know what I was thinking there. And the creature. Inside, little fairy. Trying to remember where I got that from. I think it's a digital download club. Digital blah, blah, blah. Making and creating. It's the thing with, although originally I never used downloads, or I didn't use downloads, I found that there's so many wonderful creative people out there and their work is great, and I do like using it. It's just remembering, making sure that we say who these people are when we can. This is one of my favourites, and I'm going to have to figure out where I got that from. I love the birds. I know this is a Tracie Fox Creative paper. She makes wonderful papers. This is a Vectoria design from one of her kits from Minis. Well, I hope you enjoyed those, and I hope that the young ones that I'm going to post these to, and I hope I do it tomorrow, will enjoy them in 2025. Amazing. What do you